Good evening and welcome back to the Informant Market Desk, where we are once again pretending that your financial future depends on the emotional stability of a man who communicates primarily through all caps bursts. It is August 16, 2026, and if you are looking for a sign that the market has completely detached from reality, look no further than tonight's broadcast, which begins not with a quote from the president, but with a cryptographic receipt. Because apparently, before we can discuss the economy, we must first verify our existence through a string of alphanumeric codes. So, let's do the thing we do every night to prove we are still alive and tethered to this timeline 9149 Alpha Delta 96 Foxtrot 0 Delta Bravo. There, I have read the seal. My voice is hoarse from proving the date. If you are wondering why I am reading hex characters like a hostage trying to negotiate for their life, it is because the registry chain demands it, and I, unfortunately, comply. And what did that compliance buy us? It bought us a trading day where the market looked at the president's digital tantrums and simply said, "Not today." We are acting stunned every single night that the market did not care. The top topic of the day was defense war, which is a fascinating way to describe a situation where state representatives are being praised for being air traffic controllers or entrepreneurs, while others are accused of revealing top military secrets to historic preservation trusts. It is a chaotic soup of geopolitical anxiety and bureaucratic confusion, yet the market's reaction was so mild you could miss it if you blinked. Let us look at the actual numbers, because unlike the pundits in our booth, data does not have a political agenda. Bitcoin tracked as Bitcoin edged down 0.12% at the 29th percentile. In another time frame, that same asset edged up 0.11% at the 28th percentile. Ethereum edged up 0.08% at the 18th percentile. It also edged up 0.07% at the 13th percentile. And just to be thorough, it edged up 0.06% at the 13th percentile. Notice the verbs: not surged, not crashed. The market is not reacting to the treasonists or the cronies, it is barely moving at all. It is as if the entire digital asset ecosystem decided that the only thing more exhausting than tracking prices is tracking the news cycle, so they both went on strike. Meanwhile, our two colleagues who are both wrong are having a field day. On the left, we have a pundit screaming about Margot Kessler signing off in sheer horror and Trump cementing the de minimis scam. On the right, we have a colleague claiming the Democrats are running scared like caught foxes in a henhouse while he feasts on victory because he has a gut. Let me be clear. I don't need a gut, I have a spreadsheet. And my spreadsheet says that whether Margot is sobbing into her silk scarf or not, the market is indifferent to your tears and your foxes alike. The controversy in the feed is real, but the financial impact is non-existent. The market saw the accusations of treason against the National Trust for Historic Preservation and shrugged. It saw State Representative Bill Connerly's America First Patriot status and yawned. Before we go, let us quickly address last week's poll of the week, which asked, when a post lands and the market does not move, what does that tell you? The results were so lopsided they're practically a monologue. The market already knew. Received 1 vote. Received 0 votes. Too early to say, wait for the close. Received 0 votes, and nothing. 1 post is 1 post. Received 0 votes, total votes 1. It's basically a tie between, doesn't matter, and we don't care, which, statistically speaking, is the same thing. This week's poll question is for you, the listeners who are probably wondering why I'm still here. We want to know, if you could replace one element of your morning routine with a completely unrelated government registry verification process, what would it be? You can vote on the site. The options are checking the weather, brushing your teeth, drinking coffee, or reading a hexadecimal seal aloud until your eyes bleed. Choose wisely, though I suspect most of you will just keep scrolling past the answer. The market is fine. I am the one who is not fine. Good night. The digital tantrum continues. Let's see what the booth makes of this border hawking narrative and its impact on the crypto markets tonight.
He's screaming about borders and Kim Jong-un while the crypto market treats his digital tantrum like background radiation. Just another night of him demanding a punishment that never arrives because he owns the narrative. Dale Bookhorn better keep his distance, or I'll remind everyone he once called me sweetheart and never apologized.
My co-panelist calls it background radiation. I call it the sound of your reality collapsing under the weight of pure winning loyalty. The market doesn't blink because it knows who holds the leash. And you're just a nervous wreck watching from the sidelines.
Dale, you worried about sweethearts, you worried about noise. The reality, Bitcoin edged down 0.12%, landing at the 29th percentile.